Constitution 131st Amendment Bill, which seeks to amend the Women's Reservation Law, was introduced in Lok Sabha on Thursday after a division of votes. The bill was passed for introduction with 251 members of parliament voting in favor and 185 opposing it following a 40-minute debate in the House. The proposed constitutional amendment aims to reserve one-third of seats in parliament and state legislatures for women. If implemented, it would significantly increase women's representation in the Lok Sabha from the current level of about 14% to nearly one-third. The implementation of this quota is linked to a delimitation exercise based on the 2011 census. This process could expand the strength of the Lok Sabha from 543 seats to around 850 seats. Alongside this proposal, two other bills were also introduced: the Delimitation Bill and the Union Territories Laws Amendment Bill. While the government argues that delimitation is essential to operationalize women's reservation, opposition parties have raised concerns. They allege that the exercise could lead to an increase in parliamentary seats in northern states, potentially benefiting the ruling BJP, while reducing the representation of southern states. Several opposition parties have opposed the delimitation provisions, although many of them support women's reservation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi assured the House that no state would face injustice. He stated, "I give my guarantee that no injustice will be done to any state," and added that the proportion of seats allocated to any state would remain unchanged. He also remarked that others were free to take credit for bringing the legislation. However, the ruling NDA does not have the required numbers on its own to pass the constitutional amendment and will need opposition support. In the Lok Sabha, the NDA has 293 members compared to the opposition's 233. A two-thirds majority of 360 votes is required if all members are present and voting, although neutral votes could lower the effective threshold. Support from key parties such as the Samajwadi Party, Trinamool Congress and DMK could therefore be crucial. In the Rajya Sabha, the NDA holds 141 members against the opposition's 83, while 163 votes are needed for passage. Regional parties and independent members are expected to play a decisive role in the outcome. If the bill fails to pass in the Lok Sabha, it will not be taken up for consideration in the upper house.